In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio detected a signal that matched every criterion scientists had set for an extraterrestrial transmission. The right frequency, the right bandwidth, the right intensity, the right direction. It lasted 72 seconds. It has never been detected again. The signal is not the mystery. The mystery is what science is supposed to do with something that matches all of its predictions and then refuses to repeat. Big Ear was a radio telescope at Ohio State University. It was not a steerable dish. It was a flat reflector array the size of 3 football fields. The Earth's rotation swept its beam across the sky. If a signal appeared in its field of view, the telescope had roughly 72 seconds to observe it before the source passed out of range. Big Ear was part of the SETI program, listening for signals at 1420 megahertz, the emission frequency of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. SETI researchers called it the water hole. The logic was simple. If an intelligent civilization wanted to transmit a signal that another civilization would know to look for, this was the frequency. Big Ear had been listening for years. It had found nothing. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Ehman was reviewing printout data from Big Ear. One column stopped him. 6EQUJ5. Translated from the telescope's alphanumeric scale, it represented a signal that rose to over 30 times the background noise level. Narrowband, centered on 1420 megahertz. Duration, exactly 72 seconds, the precise window you would expect from a point source passing through Big Ear's beam. The signal came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, a region with no known bright radio sources. Ehman circled the sequence in red ink and wrote one word in the margin. Wow. It matched every criterion that had been established for what an extraterrestrial signal should look like. Every single one. Big Ear was repositioned to observe the same region within days. Nothing. In the decades that followed, dozens of follow-up observations were conducted using multiple telescopes, including instruments far more sensitive than Big Ear. The same patch of sky was examined hundreds of times. The signal never appeared again. In 2022, researcher Antonio Paris proposed that the signal might have been produced by hydrogen emissions from a comet passing through the beam. Most SETI researchers rejected the hypothesis. The signal's intensity and narrowband characteristics did not match what a comet would produce. Terrestrial interference has been considered. No specific source has been confirmed. The signal remains unexplained, not because every explanation is impossible, because none of them fit cleanly. Science works by repetition. You observe, you hypothesize, you test, you reproduce. If others can reproduce your result, it becomes established. The wow signal breaks this at the third step. It can't be reproduced. It has not repeated. You cannot design an experiment to test a signal that came from an unknown source, lasted 72 seconds, and has not recurred in nearly 50 years. The signal sits in a category that empirical science is not built to handle. The one-time event, a result that perfectly matches a prediction but offers no path to verification. You can describe what was observed, you can eliminate what it was not, but you cannot confirm what it was without a second observation that may never come. The wow signal has not been disproven. It has not been confirmed. It sits exactly where it landed in 1977, a perfect match for what scientists said they were looking for, followed by a silence that has lasted nearly 5 decades. The telescope that detected it was demolished in 1998 to make way for a golf course. The printout survives. The frequency is still monitored. If the signal repeats, the question is answered. Until then, it remains the strongest candidate ever recorded for an extraterrestrial transmission. and a reminder that matching every criterion means nothing when the universe gives you exactly one data point.